Becky, and I am here with Miss Albrecht, and she is the 8th grade STEM teacher, and I have some questions for her. So, who started the 8th grade STEM program?
This was an idea from Miss Patrick that she wanted to find a way that we could bring in some of our feeder schools like St. Mary's and St. John the Baptist and Kaz and all of them to come in and have math and STEM and check out the school, but also have those high school courses.
Okay, and as we know, these students are the top 10 of their classes. Knowing this, how do you feel like they are set and ready to go for their freshman year?
Well, I think there's some small things that they get to experience that you don't think about, but they definitely get the rigors of a high school course. They definitely see the fast pace of a high school course and get used to that. They're challenged in their courses. If they're the top 10%, sometimes they need more of a challenge, so they're getting that in class. But then they get to see high school life as well. Like, they get lockers and using their locks for their first time, which is a challenge. So then when they come into school at Bishop Noll next year, they're ready for that. So we have a few of the students, a good amount of the students in the Intro to Engineering. You could tell they already have like a leg up as far as the other freshmen are concerned.
Okay. And what are some activities you do with the children?
Well, we teach them the same courses that we teach that I teach my freshmen. So like everything I do with my freshman STEM, I do with my 8th grade STEM. So as far as activities, they're here for learning. They're here for academics. It's not so much like we do like activities with them. But the nice thing is that I think even in their groups, they're grouped with students from other schools. So this is the first time that they get to interact with students from other schools and talk to them and things like that. Every now and then we'll do some things, but not too much. It's mostly academics.
And how does having this program have a benefit for the students?
Well, I think, again, it's giving them this challenge. It's giving them this high school course that they might not necessarily have the opportunity for. So giving them that opportunity to have those challenging courses, getting them to problem solve and think on their own and work in STEM courses. It's a fun class for STEM students, so they get that opportunity. And then they have the math with algebra as well. So.
And if someone were to pass this course, what are the options they have for their freshman year?
Well, if they pass the course, then they have credit for freshman STEM. So a lot of our freshmen that took it get to take Intro to Engineering Design if they want to, but they have that credit for freshman STEM. They also have the credit for algebra as well, algebra honors that they've taken. So they get to move on to the next courses as long as they pass.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And she is the 8th grade algebra teacher, and I have some questions for you. So how has the course changed over the time that you've been here?
In the last 2 years, I think we've just grown, not only program-wise, student-wise, but like our curriculum and how we're challenging these students.
And are you challenged to get a better understanding since they are 8th graders and you are a high school teacher?
Oh yeah, I treat them like they are my freshmen here. I don't change it because they're in 8th grade. I want them to get the high school experience, so I treat them exactly how I do my freshmen here.
And would you recommend this to other students who are in 7th grade?
Definitely. Like, why not get exposed, get high school credit if you want to be challenged? So the more the merrier. So if you are up for the challenge and you want to work hard, I say the more the merrier. So.
And is there any difficult stuff that you have gone through since they are here?
No, honestly, it's just working around their schedules because their schedules are a little bit different than ours. But we're flexible, so we work with their school schedule. So if they miss a day, they just know they have to make it up for us.
Hello, everyone. Today we're here with three eighth graders from the STEM program. Can you state your name and your school?
Ayana from St. John Bosco.
Marissa from St. John Baptist.
Kyle from St. John Baptist.
As an eighth grade student from a different school, it must have been hard coming here surrounded with all older high school students. Can you tell us how the experience was?
I didn't see many high schoolers, but I know a lot of the high schoolers that go here, so.
I mostly stuck with my friends and just were interested in what they were talking about.
I didn't really interact with a lot of the high schoolers, but from what I saw, they seemed like nice people.
How does it feel to be top 10% in your grade and being able to take a course that most seniors do when they get to college?
It's okay, I guess. I don't really know.
It's a great opportunity.
I feel like it's a lot more interesting than other classes that we take at this level, so I like that.
Has it changed over the course of time that you've been here?
The class has gotten a lot harder and a lot harder to follow.
It has gotten a lot harder, like she said, and fun too.
It did get harder, but I think in like a good way.
Okay, one last question. Would you recommend this program to students who are currently in 7th grade right now?
I think for the students in 7th grade, it would be too hard.
For the people in 7th grade, especially in our school, I think some of them would be able to handle it.
If they're able to keep up with the work, I would absolutely recommend it.
Okay, thank you for joining us today. Hello, everyone. Today we're here with three freshmen. Hello, everyone. Today we're here with 3 kids from the 8th grade STEM program. Would you like to state your name and your school?
Ayana from St. John Bosco.
Marissa from St. John Baptist.
Kyle from St. John Baptist.
As an 8th grade student, it must have been hard coming to high school surrounded with all older people. Can you tell us how the environment felt on the first day?
I mean, I didn't really see a lot of high school kids, but I know a lot of people from here, so it wasn't a big deal.
I just kept to my friends and what we were doing at the time. I didn't really look around.
I didn't really interact with many high school kids, but from what I saw, it seemed nice.
What are some of the activities that you guys do in the STEM program?
We did a foot orthosis project.
We were learning how to dimension and measure shapes.
And then we learned how to do multi-views and isometrics of those shapes.
How does it feel to come here and take a class that most seniors do in college?
I mean, I don't know. It's okay.
It's a great opportunity.
I mean, it's a lot more interesting than other classes, so I like that.
Okay, and one last question. Have the course changed over the time since you've been here?
It got harder and a lot harder to follow, I guess.
It got interesting and harder.
I have to agree with those two. It just continues to get harder, but in a good way.
Okay, thank you guys for joining us today.